Hey there, Desai here. So, with the latest update, we have had a massive shift to the economy of GTA Online. And me and a lot of other people online have been looking into it, trying to decipher what exactly this means for the payouts in GTA Online and how things will be affected. So, plainly reading the post Rockstar uploaded, we can basically extract the following information. All affected missions and heists will have decreased payouts from now on. This means all the displayed missions have been nerfed, with the added caveat that these missions will pay extra when done for the first time each week. This essentially means that they are aiming to convince people to stop grinding the same heists and missions back to back to back and instead make them do all of them with the improved payout. This is not inherently bad game design, and I would say it's quite the contrary. It makes people try and play more of the existing content, while it also heavily promotes the newly introduced Kortz Heist, as it pays significantly more money than anything else, at least as is right now. It's extremely easy and can be done solo, so that's a bonus as well. I'm talking about the Kortz Heist, but it's also quite pricey to even start. Now, I'm a single guy and I didn't have nearly enough time to come up with the full overview for all the updated rewards, but luckily the GTA series videos did exactly that and were kind enough to publish it online for everyone to read. I won't show their work here. If you are interested in the exact values for all heists, make sure to go to their channel and communities and check it there yourself. But I will talk about how this affects my active money making guide series and what it means in general. So, for starters, the Dr. Dre's data leak contract now pays extra 100k when done for the first time in a week, but any consecutive playthroughs for that week pays 100k less. Meaning, it only pays 900k, and it used to pay 1 mil flat. In practice, this means that if you are doing it once a week, you are actually making more money than you made so far. If you played twice a week, you are making the exact same money as you have been making up to this point, because 1.1 mil and 900k is still 2 mils, which is the same as before. But if you start grinding it back to back to back, this is where you start noticing the diminishing return of only making 900k each time. It's very similar to the Clacking Bell farm rate. It used to pay for 500k, it's been decreased to 400k for the base payout, but first weekly payout has been increased to 600k, meaning that first time doing it each week, you are actually making 100k extra. Doing it twice a week means you are making the same as before, and any consecutive playthroughs is actually losing you money. Well, at least in comparison to how it used to be before. These two jobs are the most important to understand because they are the most popular jobs to combine. It used to be one of the best money-making methods, at least early on, to basically do Dr. Dre, and while Dr. Dre was on cooldown, you did the Clacking Bell rate. This way you made about 700k per hour in the long run. And you did this until you could afford to go and start grinding Cayo Perico. Unfortunately, Cayo Perico has been nerfed big time with this update as well. The tequila has been brought to 400k from 640k, and given this is the most frequent main target, that's a massive nerf. Ruby Necklace has been brought down from 700k to 560k, Bearer Bonds went from 770k to 616k, and Pink Diamond has been completely smashed with Nerf Hammer into pieces as it is now 910k, while it used to be 1.3 mil. And there are no first time weekly completion bonuses for the whole Cayo Perico, and the secondary loot has been also nerfed. And on repeated runs of Cayo Perico, the secondary loot has decreased spawn rate. On the opposing side are the original heists. They have not been nerfed at all, but were given increased 50% payouts in the case of the first time weekly completion. But their setup has been increased, so maybe they were nerfed a little bit. The Diamond Casino heist has been nerfed pretty badly as well, but has been given one of the greatest weekly bonuses, which might make it an interesting activity to do with friends now. And the Doomsday heist is still a massive waste of time, as it's been ever since it's been released. Instead of boosting it, Rockstar decided to actually nerf it so badly that it's literally the only activity that pays less, even with the weekly bonus applied. And the setup cost for them has been also increased for some reason. So, I did some calculations and running Perico with Ruby Necklace and Tequila should get us basically on par with Pacific Standard with 3 friends that we decided to split the loot with by 25% each. Well, at least for the first time in a week. After that, solo Perico is still a king for some reason. On the other hand, Diamond Casino pays anywhere from 2.7 to 4.2 mils now for the first time in a week. That's based on what kind of loot we get. And given that with a little bit of luck it can be done with just 2 people, this means that this is the way to get a quick hit of cash twice a week. But hey Tesak, isn't it first time a week bonus? Why are you mentioning it twice now? Well, if I'm understanding it correctly, and everyone else online is understanding it correctly, it seems, as well, the weekly bonus is applied based on whether the leader has done the haste this week or not. So, if you get yourself a friend, and you split the reward 50-50, and do it once each, you are getting an improved payout twice, and this is really noticeable, because the bonus is almost doubling the normal reward of Casino Heist. The same can be actually done with Pacific Standard Job if you got 4 people, and honestly it might be even better to just do the same with Casino Heist with 4 people, split it 25% each, and then do Pacific Standard Job 4 times as well with 25% split again. The only issue with Casino is that the loot is random, while Pacific Standard is set. So based on what kind of people you are running this with, you might to tweak the rewards a little bit, so it's more fair for everyone. And also, for Casino Heist, there is the infamous disconnect glitch, which basically ruined Casino Heist for me, although I heard there is a way to fix it now. But hey, I don't have friends, so I am all about doing stuff solo, at least that's when it comes to me. So, we have the aforementioned Clucking Bell Raid, Dr. Dre job, and honestly even the Titan job, which wasn't worth playing before, now pays 750k instead of 500k once a week, and can be done solo pretty quickly. So, it's a pretty good mission to consider now as well. And of course we got the Kortz Centro, which should be paying as much as 4 times as normal for the first time each week, which means we should be getting 1.2 to 1.9 mil in an hour solo once a week. I personally like this shift, and I wish something like this had been implemented a long time ago when I still actively played the game. It would be nice if Rockstar decided to bring all the payouts to be at roughly the same level, or to be proportionally more lucrative the more you gotta pay for the property that houses it. But this is not a bad thing at all to start with. It's even better that they did not touch any of the passive money generating stuff, which means that you can still get the full benefit from having passive money making empire. That's the name of my guide, go and check it. Anyway, as I said, go check my channel, check my guides on how to make unlimited money in the game. Take care, and bye.